There's always been a risk of injury when playing sports, but ESPN 760's Jason Pugh explains why high schools are treating some injuries more seriously than others.
Devastating hits have always been a part of the game of football, but over the last decade, the increase in concussions have been so dramatic that even the use of better equipment can't solve the problem.
There's some newer design helmets that kind of decreases the impact, if you will. However, the brain is in this fluid in the skull, and the brain's going to keep on moving, which can cause the concussion. Are helmets getting better? I think they are, but there obviously is still a risk out there for sustaining concussions.
Billy Fash of St. Andrews suffered a concussion last season and hasn't been back on the field since. St. Andrews is one of a few programs in the area that uses impact to evaluate players. That's immediate post-concussion assessment and cognitive testing.
This one gives you all these shapes up here, and it assigns a number to each one, and eventually the shapes disappear up here, and it gives you one, and you have to pick which one it was.
Fash is still suffering from post-concussion syndrome, something that coaches and trainers these days take very seriously.
It's all about how he feels. You know, he said he didn't feel bad, and then he felt okay, and then he didn't feel bad, and then and then finally he was like, I feel like I'm in a fog, and we were like, shut him down.
Many feel that the FHSAA could do more when a high school player suffers a concussion.
I think the FHSAA could step in and set some guidelines, and I think they do a very good job, again, with their sports advisory committee. Again, if a kid has a headache after a head injury, you sit him out.
Players should always let their coaches and trainers know of any head injuries suffered in a game or at practice. I'm Jason Pugh reporting for ESPN 760 on WPTV News Channel 5.